Alright gamers, this video is for the uninformed and the not paying attention. So if I had $1 for every comment I've had asking about basic information about what we know about Splatoon 3, I would have a relatively large sum of money. So today I just want to take a little bit of time and talk about everything we know to be a fact about Splatoon 3. So we open up to find a desert. This location is called the Splatlands. We also open up to see our new protagonist, who can be either an Inkling or an Octoling. This is different from all previous campaigns where you could choose the gender of your character, but never your species. After this, we see any new hairstyle can be used on either gender, although some hairstyles still seem to be divided between Inklings and Octolings. After this, we see our little salmon buddy, who's been blessed with more hairstyles than all Octoling hairstyles in Splatoon 2 combined. Also, we can see that salmonids have actual hair compared to Inklings and Octolings who just have their tentacles. Soon later, we can see the Eiffel Tower flipped upside down, and because this video is supposed to be objective, I'm not going to give my personal opinions on where I think this is. Soon after, we see our new power duo hopping onto a train that can be assumed to be the Deep Sea Metro, but do not get confused because it is not the Deep Sea Metro. Here's a side-by-side comparison. After that, we get on a train ride that seems to be pretty tame, only the things that stick out are the sea life here, Splatsville in the background, and a little jingle. After that, we get our first little in-depth look at the new plaza for Splatsville. And assuming you live under a rock or are just now getting into Splatoon, Splatsville is the name of the new city we're in Splatoon 3. So we can't see a whole ton here besides the new Ammonites building, implying that Sheldon will be back in Splatoon 3. So once the battle breaks out, we're able to see the new respawn system, but we also see the old respawn pads covered up by a tarp. Not sure what this implies, but there are traces of the old respawn system. First off, we see the new splat bow, which fires vertically when you jump and horizontally when you don't. Right after that, we see an Inkling dodge using a new move called the squid roll. And after that, one swims up a tower and follows it up with the Squid Surge, which is a new move that allows the user to shoot up into the air and follow up with an attack. I'm sure there is no way of this being possible to be broken at launch. Just after that, we see some new specials that shoots off 3 lines of ink into the air. Then, we see the return of the Ink Zuka, which fires 3 globs of ink rather than little ink tornadoes based on a timer. This shows more traces of Splatoon 2's take on specials rather than Splatoon 1's. After the special ends, we see the redesigned Splattershot, which honestly looks kinda cool in my opinion. Alright, let's talk about the crab. Literally the only thing we know about the crab is that it's a special. Okay, thank you for letting me talk about the crab. Finally, we see the release date is in 2022. We're not sure when it comes out in 2022. Theories range from anytime in March to the end of the summer. That's it from the trailer, but just recently we've gotten some new info. Finally, with a bit of gameplay we see from the Switch OLED reveal, where in a few seconds of gameplay we see that Nintendo conveniently left out the new UI, probably because Pufu's render was too accurate and they felt embarrassed and wanted to make a new one. But from the gameplay we see of the splat bow and actual combat from the player's perspective, as well as the Tenno missile incoming warning, confirming that Tenno missiles will be back. The last thing to note is that the splat bow can store a charge and be fired later, so that's just about it from inside trailers. But for the unaware, Nintendo on their Twitter posted some new info after the reveal. Number 1, some weapons have different appearances like the Splattershot, 96 Scale, E-Liter, and Range Blaster. Nintendo says this is because of some Splatsville shenanigans. We also learned the name of the location. So Splatsville is the name of a city which is inside of a bigger location called the Splatlands. But anyways, that is just about it for all the confirmed facts we have on Splatoon 3 so far. Everything else is speculation. But wait, my dear viewer, what if I told you that only 15.6% of viewers watching this are actually subscribed to this channel? Well, I've got an offer for you, my unsubscribed viewer. If you subscribe today, there's a slight chance that a zebra will show up at your front door. Not a large chance, but never zero. But anyways, that is it from me. See ya.